I'm going to go ahead and apologize real quick, just in case my son decides he's going to make some noise. He refuses to go down for a nap. So, number 1 says, using information from the provided resources. Why is internet safety so important, and what is your role as an educator in teaching internet safety to your students? All right, so there is predators that are using the web or the internet now that are talking to these children who portray themselves as a one of their peers, as somebody that might be 13 or 14. Instead, they're really 30 or 40, and they're preying on these young children, and they can be abducted. Also, they are exposing them to pornographic images or videos, and it's just a really dangerous place for students if they're not careful. Specifically describe how you can teach internet safety in your future classroom. I would go ahead and start by covering up the camera. That way my students don't have to be exposed to that, especially if they're laptops that they're taking home instead of leaving them at school. Also, I would teach them that the internet can be a place where it can be scary for students, but I would give them resources like fun websites or educational places, or even, different non-educational game places, like websites that they can play games on. That way that they have something that they can go to home after school and they can play that's something that they really like. Number 2, what were your thoughts after exploring the NetSmarts website? What resources were most relevant for you? All right, so I loved the NetSmarts website. It was really cool how they used cartoon characters and games in their websites. That way students can be drawn into watching these instead of, not necessarily to where they have to sit and listen to me talk or listen to somebody else give a seminar for 45 minutes to an hour based off of something that they might not be interested in or something like they feel like they're not going to fall victim to. So this keeps them entertained, and it also helps the younger students to understand what's going on and put it into a better light. All right. Number 3 says, reflect on the main points described in the youth safety article by those names I cannot pronounce, and describe what useful information you were able to take away from the article. Okay, so the main points that I got away was how they were talking about cyberbullying, and it can be described as something different for everybody, as educators, as teachers, as something else. And these children are being bullied on the internet, or they're being exposed to things that they should not be exposed to. And the way that you can teach, these students how to be nicer on the internet is just to teach them to be overall good people. And it also gives like helpful hints, or what happens if my child is falling prey to this, or things like that. All right, guys. Well, thank you.